I didn't even see him go down until he was laying there, and I didn't see what happened. But I mean, one thing I don't worry about is that's one tough hombre. So I would have told him the same thing I told Cleves. Have a sprained ankle, just do it after the game. I don't have time for it right now, and I think he would have obliged. I love that about Apley. He's tougher than nails.
Apley's been kind of your finisher many games here so far, but Nix was kind of that guy down the stretch with some dunks, some passes, some rebounds. Talk about his last 4 minutes of that game.
Well, he reverted back a little bit. Where a couple of those he kicked out that he had layups or dunks. The one was for a big three, and we've been saying, last year he was a guy that kicked it out all the time. We had some inside-out threes that were good. This year we're not getting any inside-out threes because he's taking it up, and he's taking up good shots, but he's not making some of them. So we asked him to find a happy medium, and I think he reverted a little bit too much to the right again. But he did have big baskets, got big rebounds. I mean, for him and Payne to play almost 30 minutes apiece, there were some positives in this game. I mean, we beat a pretty good basketball team, and we're in dire needs right now as far as our rotation. It's just we just got some guys that aren't ready to do what they need to do, and that includes Dawson. Athletically and physically he's back. Conditioning wise, not, but it's the skills and it's the understanding, and he just made some plays that he hasn't made before, and I think he get frustrated because he can't do what he wanted to do, and I've been through that with a couple players, but then I move him around to different positions that he's not ready for, and so I got to take some of the blame for it. If we had a couple days in between these games to work on some of those things, but we're just in survival mode right now, and tomorrow we'll just try to walk through because we're not going to have a lot of time to get healthy here. So got to find a way to get through tomorrow and then get some rest and then do some work for the rest of the preseason.
Obviously, Denzel had a phenomenal game. Just talk about what he did, and then also talk about the stretch that Adrian had in terms of taking over and leading you guys through a couple dry spells.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I thought early Denzel was back to his one-hand passes, and I think they got of their 50-some points, I think 24 or 5 of them were off turnovers, and just the most god-awful turnovers. A cross-court bounce pass. The only one that's going to be more upset than me will be his dad because he coached. And yet, what I do like about Denzel is he bounced back. He told me at halftime it's not going to happen again, and shored up his defense, gets 10 rebounds, got a couple big offensive boards. We all know the guy's going to be a hell of a player. It's just that we almost need him to be too good right now because of the situation we're in. But I thought him and I thought his brother, playing that many minutes on what looked like a bum knee, and Valentine's got a lot to be proud of with those two kids.